Just a quick one, guys. We have released our brand new Rangers Christmas drop. We've got the Sing in the Sash tees, along with the famous RFC Christmas tee. Do browse the new collection by going down into the link in the description, or go to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Okay, so another win, and we continue our unbeaten run under the Philippe Clement regime. Now, it wasn't plain sailing for us. As I said, I was expecting a tough test going to Tynecastle to take on Hearts, of course. A side that have currently come into form recently, but I think we've played them 3 times now. It's so weird how the Scottish football kind of works. I think we've played them 3 times under Philippe Clement, which is absolutely crazy over the last month. Far too many games against the same opposition. Of course, in the League Cup, another one in the league again at Ibrox, and then of course that game. But as I said, one of the away grounds kind of ticked off of the list, and as I said, 1-0. But there's so much more to sort of digest from that game. There's obviously a glaring issue that needs to be eradicated very, very soon. But I do want to just sit here and say, yes, I'm happy with the 3 points. I'm happy that we got the win. Those 2 draws coming back the international break made it feel really, really hard. So to get 2 wins, and I'd rather, play well, like we have been doing, miss a load of chances, but still win the game by 1-0, than, drawing games, losing games, and all the rest of it. But as I said, there is a glaring issue there, and our players just can't finish their pudding or finish their dinner for anything. They can't find the back of the net. And as I said, this has been a real situation for much of the season so far, ever since sort of Michael Bill overhauled the squad, if you like, brought in his new players, £13 million with regards to attacking players. We ship off a proven goal scorer in Antonio Sholak. We get rid of Alfredo Morelos, who scored goals over a 6-year period for Rangers as well. And now we've kind of been left with these players that a lot of fans may have foreseen them being terrible anyway. Lammers, 1 goal in 2 seasons. Desses, 1 goal in 2 seasons as well. And it doesn't come as a complete surprise that we are we're struggling in the goal scoring department. Again, yesterday was proof of that. We probably should have won that game 4 or 5-0. So many glaring chances, and I actually do like Danilo, believe it or not. I do like Danilo, who's one of the signings that I'm actually thinking, this boy's going to become good. He showed glimpses that he has a lot to offer here at Rangers. But my goodness me, he needs to practice his finishing, because he had 2 real glaring opportunities to put the ball in the back of the net, and not good enough from a Rangers striker by any means. You need to be taking your chances and putting the ball in the back of the net. He wasn't alone there though, guys. There was other players, of course, with regards to Jeroen van Jelmes. He missed a really good opportunity, and as I said, opportunities all over the park. Finishing is a glaring issue, and it could cause us problems going forward. And this is why something we need to eradicate going forward into the sort of January transfer window. We need to find some proven goal scorers, players that we can kind of hang our hat on to score goals. I do think our best sort of striker at the football club, if you like, is Kemar Roof. But as I say time and time again on this channel, we can't hang our hat on him. He comes back for 1 or 2 games. Yes, he made a bit of an appearance yesterday, but he'll probably be out in 2 weeks' time with some other issue. So again, you can't hang your hat on him, but in looking at that team at the moment, the only person who's kind of consistently bringing the goods in our attacking options is Abdallah Simmer. But even then, he had a bit of a spell over the last couple of weeks where we couldn't hang our hat on him in terms of goal scoring. Tavernier is probably one of those guys who pops up with some goals as well, but the rest, they're too far and few between, especially for the attacking players. Danilo, as I said, needs to improve his finishing. I do think he'll become good as time goes on, but as I stated yesterday, not good enough in terms of his final product. Which brings me to January. A lot of talk straight away already is talking about Lawrence Shanklin. Of course, the Sky Sports panel yesterday were discussing a proposed move for the player should Rangers be going in for him. And as I said, the pundits had their say on whether Rangers should be bringing him in or not this season. Or this January, should I say. Chris Sutton basically asked Chris Boyd if Shanklin is a better than the current Ibrox striking department, and Boyd's response basically was, is he better than what is there? Yes. I would have signed him if I was at Rangers. I'm surprised that nobody was in for him over the summer. When you have a goal scorer, there aren't many of them going around. I think when you look at the money Rangers have been spending in that area, to have someone in the league you know he can score goals. I'm surprised they haven't had a go at getting him. Basically, Sutton then added towards that Stephen A. Smith will want to share the goals around, but since he had the move from Belgium, he has been super prolific. He is a scorer of different types of goals. He's been on a poor run at the start of the season, and people were questioning him. He has great awareness in and around the box, and a great composure too. He's a natural born finisher. If Hearts create opportunities, he will take them. As I stated so many times, these kind of links and rumours aren't going away, and whilst, as I say, a lot of pundits, a lot of former players, we've had sort of Barry Ferguson speak about him a lot, we've heard Chris Boyd speak about him a lot, about him maybe coming to Rangers. Despite that, there's still no current concrete links that we're going to be going in for Lawrence Shanklin in the January transfer window. But one thing is glaring: we absolutely need to be getting a prolific striker, and I would have no qualms of actually going to Lawrence Shanklin and starting there. I do think we need more than one goal scorer to come in through the door. But his form over the lower leagues in Scotland, then coming up to sort of Dundee United, then now doing his thing at Hearts. I know he wasn't so great in Belgium, but doing his thing at Hearts. I think if he gets even better service and playing in a more dominant team like Rangers, I think it could be seriously scary at what he is. I know he's brought in for the future. He's 28 years old. He's definitely brought in for the here and now. But definitely domestically, I think you can hang your hat on a player like him. And as I said, I would have absolutely no qualms on getting him in the January transfer window. He won't cost that much. The board, Bennett, came out and spoke at the AGM stating the summer transfer spend has no direct correlation as how much we're going to spend in January or as how much we're going to spend next summer under Clement, and he'll get sufficient backing if he needs it. Whether Clement has different targets up his sleeve in Belgium or in other areas that he's worked at, whether the new director of football has different targets remains to be seen. But if I'm looking here right this second and this moment in time, Lawrence Shanklin is better than all our striking options that we have currently, and definitely in January I think he could be a viable option for Rangers to go and sign and take us to that sort of next level, most certainly domestically. But yeah, I mean that's it. So yeah, I mean another 3 points, guys. I'm not going to worry it too much and cry too much about it, but as I said, the issues are glaring us straight in the eye. We do need to sort this attacking options out, and the fact that we've made it this far into the season and done so well as we have, then I'm fairly surprised, because the attacking options are very, very poor. But it is what it is. There's not much we can do about it until January, and here's hoping other players come into form. But Rangers fans, do let me know your thoughts on the game yesterday. Oh, in fact, actually, sorry, Tom Lawrence is going to be injured as well. It does look like he's going to be out for a little while. Borna Barisic injured as well. Injuries quietly accumulating. Something we just need to keep an eye on there as well. As I said, I don't know what's up with our facilities with regards to injuries. We've always got injured players. We're constantly picking up injuries. We're constantly picking up repeat offences with regards to injuries, but let's hope something can change. At the AGM again, Clement basically said this will be eradicated as time goes on. He's not been able to build up his players just yet, and he's never actually seen a club that gets so many injuries like Rangers, but said as the months go on, this is something that will be ironed out. So here's hoping so. But Rangers fans, do let me know your thoughts on the game yesterday, and do let me know your thoughts on attacking options. And then lastly, do you think we should sign Lawrence Shanklin in the January window? Yes or no? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have our brand new Rangers Christmas drop available on the website. We've got the sash tees, which are really, really cool. We've got the RFC, the famous RFC Santa tees. So as I said, do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or go to rfcclothing.com. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.